Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run to? All on that day, will I run to the rock? Please hide me and run to the rock. Please hide me and run to the rock.
Nina Simone was an American singer, songwriter, pianist, and civil rights activist. She was born into a poor family in North Carolina, and in her early years, she aspired to be a classical pianist. She went and studied for Juilliard. I don't know for how long. She applied for the Curtis Institute of Music in Massachusetts, and apparently, after a good audition, she was refused entry, which she put down to racism. She started playing in a nightclub in Atlantic City using a stage name, so her family didn't find out. They would not have approved of where she was playing. The manager insisted that she sang as well as played, and her career took off from there. So between 1958 and 1974, she released over 40 albums. In 1970, she left the United States and started a series of moves. She went to Barbados, she went to Liberia, she lived between Barbados, Liberia, and Switzerland. She went back to the States at one point. She ended up in Paris for quite a while. And then she went to the Netherlands, both Nijmegen and Amsterdam. Eventually she died in 2003, and throughout her life she suffered from mental health issues, including bipolar. Hi, my name's Dan, and this is an album, Songs by Nina Simone. I have not heard this album before. I did know a couple of the songs. So I would describe this as being kind of mixed between various things. Vocal jazz was something that comes to mind, but definitely there's quite a lot of blues element here, and possibly that has inspired the name of the album. There's also at least one track here which is traditionally regarded as a spiritual. I think Nina Simone always had her own take on things, which was good. On this album, it's a pretty stripped-back band. There's obviously Nina playing the piano, and there are other band members, but it's a small band. There's one track that has harmonica on, which is very nice. So I'm going to pick out some of the songs individually. However, I think before that, I love this album. I really like Nina Simone. I've always had a strong regard for her. And her voice is incredible. She's got a real soulfulness and feeling to her voice. It sounds kind of somehow strong and vulnerable at the same time, which is always an attractive combination. And she manages to make things sound really soulful when she sings. Always been a fan of her singing. And it's actually only recently that I realised that she plays the piano for herself as well, and is a very accomplished pianist. So let's pick out some songs. As I said, the one that's a standout on this album is Cinnamon, which she was very well known for, which is an elongated version of a Negro spiritual, which has got quite an interesting take on it, and it goes around somewhat, and it's got a really good feel to it. Another song that I knew on here was "Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out," which is a great version of that. There's a song that I'd heard of, but I'm not sure I've ever actually listened to before, called "Strange Fruit," which is actually about hanging of black people in the southern states, and so the fruit that is being referred to is the bodies of the people who have been hanging from the trees. My favourite track on the album is "Tell Me More and More and Then Some." I'd not heard this before. It's a really nice blues song with some great playing. This is the one with the harmonica on it as well. It's just got that real kind of bluesy to it, which is, I can't describe it any better than that. Maybe I should have better words for it. It really kind of reaches down into me and pulls at my backbone somehow. So I absolutely loved this album. It's really good. I enjoyed listening to it both times that I listened through, and I will certainly come back to it in the future. What do you think? I'd love to know your opinion, so please let me know in the comments box below. That's it from me for now.
I want more than some. Daddy, you know what I want to hear. I want some more